It's your turn.
Okay, welcome everybody to our admin meeting for Tuesday, November 14th. Maybe would you do us some?
Isaiah, looks like online we have Andrew Chorney, Cheryl Hartman, Chris Lounsbury, Dylan Jacks, Julie Moore, Melissa Fisher, Nicholas Zantos, Shane Stack, Shannon Terrio, and MCAT. In 206, we have Commissioner Slotnick and Strohmeyer. We have Allison France, Annie Cathy, Amy Bristow, Carrie Powers, Ann Hughes, and Aaron Couch.
Great, thanks, Ann. Okay, before we dive in, do we have any public comment on items not on the agenda? Hey, we have a consent agenda. A consent. Excellent. I was moving away for beautiful. I will second that and ask if there's anything on here anyone would like to pull out and talk about. Okay. Favor. Aye. The consent agenda is done. On to action items. Nick, you have the first one.
Thank you, commissioners. This is the item that I brought forth last week during the update meeting. It is the special use permit with the Flathead National Forest for continued public recreation use on 5 acres, which is right near the Condon Airstrip, and this is used as the Swan Valley Community Ball Field. So that should be in front of you to sign. And then Dave, I know last week you asked why the Legion couldn't go into this agreement directly with the Forest Service, so I did some digging on that. And it is due to the high insurance cost and the lease payment that they would have to pay the Forest Service because they are a private entity and not a government agency. So as a government agency, we can receive that lease for free from the Forest Service. And then because we hold insurance on other lands, the cost is much lower for us to insure the property. So that is why it is with us. Yep. And yeah, if that's it, that's all I got.
Thanks, Nick. Okay, I would move that we approve the special use permit. Okay, I'll second that and ask if there's any public comment on this. Okay, all in favor? Aye. Play ball. Play ball. Nicely done. Great. Thanks, Aaron.
Yes. Good morning, commissioners. I'm here today to request the board approve a contract with Western Montana Mental Health Center to provide support from our mental health mill for the Riverwalk Crisis Center in the amount of $232,077. This is very timely because they just had their grand opening yesterday. Commissioner Slotnick, you did a great job with your remarks, and it's very exciting. We did chat about this recently, but this amount will help go for some general operating costs as they are just opening before they start getting revenue in from Medicaid and other, external sources coming in. So this will kind of help just get those operating costs up and running. But if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
The source of the $232,000 mill.
This is our mental health mill that we get. Funding, it is from our taxes that everybody pays towards.
We've had a mental health mill for a long time.
Yeah, through time immemorial.
Yeah.
And it's not, I think there's been some confusion around, well, wait, didn't we not pass that levy last year?
Yes.
Let's see this. So I think this has been around for.
This has been around, yeah.
Already levied existing.
It's an already levied existing mill that has gone towards funding various commissioner initiatives kind of in the past. It's helped pay, part of it helps go towards funding county attorney's office to the mental health professionals to respond to the involuntary commitment cases. And then some of it went to the mobile support team actually it's still kind of going on, but currently, yeah, it goes towards funding crisis services in our town, but we get about $230,000 a year for it. So it's a pretty small amount that we get, but it can help.
So does this capture the entirety of?
Yeah, well, we haven't, it is capturing the entirety of it. We have not utilized it fully in the last couple of years because of COVID. And so there's been a couple of years that have remained unspent.
Andrew is on the screen.
Oh,
And I don't know, Andrew might have something to add to it. I'm
Oh, I
not
was
sure.
just gonna say the mental health mill has been around since 1999. I started calculating it in 2008, and it's essentially remained almost unchanged over that period of time. But it does generate some income. Let me check real quick.
and does this float with the value of the mill?
I think it's
Yeah.
fixed.
Or is
Yeah.
fixed?
It's fixed. It has been fixed for the last 0.39 mils.
0.39 mils from what year? Or from 1999?
Oh, that's from this year.
So wouldn't 0.39 mils this year be worth more than 0.39 mils in 1999?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm just saying, we've been levying it since 1999, but it's,
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. It floats with all the rest of them.
right.
So
Okay.
just so I'm clear, so it's not a full mill, it's
No,
0.39 mils.
yes.
It should be called the mental health 40% mill.
Was this a voted mill back in the day? It was not. So we just designated 0.39 mils for this purpose.
You know, it's acted like a voted mill over the years, but I have never found any documentation to substantiate its voted mill.
At your discretion.
At our discretion.
Okay, interesting.
Well, and I think when I was blathering on yesterday, I forgot to mention this mental health mill. I also forgot to mention the crisis aversion grant, which was an oversight. I apologize for that.
Jeremy mentioned the
Okay,
DPHHS.
he did. Perfect. Okay. Thanks, team.
It does, can't remember everything.
Absolutely does.
It's okay.
Okay, I move that we approve the contract.
I'll second that and ask for any public comment. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Thanks. Takes steam to fund these things.
Yeah.
It was wonderful to be in a celebratory space yesterday. It feels like we haven't had as many of those in the recent past since we've.
Yeah, it was a great turnout.
It was incredible. It was packed.
Packed. Yeah, and then this is funding that may come up again next year, or you may decide there's something else you want to spend it
And
on.
I'm sure we will ask the same question next year.
That's okay. I hopefully will be here to answer those. So, thank you.
Thanks for coming by. All right, Shane, talk about the Cold Creek Bridge and the 5 Bridges project.
Yeah. Thanks.
Oh,
Isn't the 5 Bridges project something?
We lost you, Shane.
I think it's part of the Chinese 5-year plan of rural development.
Apparently, the technology is not the greatest for public works.
Oh, we can hear you.
Shane, we can kind of hear you, but we can't see you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I'm just going to keep my camera off. I don't think we have the bandwidth to do audio and visual. I'll start over. This item is for a professional services agreement for Morrison Merrily for them to essentially develop a preliminary engineering report and estimate for the replacement of Cold Creek Bridge, as well as some flood control measures on Cold Creek Road. Price is not to exceed $49,950. This information will essentially be used to inform our upcoming raise grant application to replace 5 bridges in the Sealy, Swan, and Potomac area. Any questions on that?
No, I really like that we're way ahead of the game on this.
Yeah, I will tell you, this particular bridge, we've applied for Federal Lands Access Program funding twice now to replace the structure, and this was one that was really supported by the Flathead National Forest. Unfortunately, we've not been successful with those applications, and so I think this is a different avenue to explore, and hopefully we're successful with this round. So
Great, thanks.
Move that we approve the contract with Morrison Merrily.
I'll second that. Ask for any public comment. Okay, all in favor? Aye. Okay, some correspondence.
Indeed, there is.
This is a letter.
Oh, yes.
Signed.
Yeah. So this is a letter of support for Hope Rescue Mission for a grant they're applying for that would support the temporary safe outdoor space.
That's
As
fantastic.
you will recall, we already signed. No, we have not signed. Oh, have we?
This is the one I emailed you on.
I thought it was hysterical.
No, this is what I emailed you guys on last Thursday.
Okay.
And you all said yes. So yes, you have signed.
There was a tight turnaround on this one, so
Yes.
it's happening very fast.
That is the support.
Yes.
One of these days, we're gonna do it and find out we no longer own trucks.
Yeah, and then a year later, we'll be able to say, as you recall, we lost all of our trucks.
So,
Yeah, well, we lost all of our trucks.
great, then I believe we are done, and apologies for our late start today, and we'll see you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.